وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ مَرَدًّا. وَيَزِيدُ زَادَ زِيدَ يَزِيدُ يُزَادُ. This is ziyada from zayada, 3-letter. Zayada zuyida, yazidu yuzyadu. This is from second bab, al-bab al-thani. Ziyada means to increase. To increase. This is the master. Zayada. So, yazidu increases. Mudari. This is mudari ma'lum. This is a verb which has ajwaf, yayi. For new students from other class, we will come to that subject later on. So some of the things are new for you here, perhaps. وَيَزِيدُ increases. Allahu Allah. Allah increases. الَّذِينَ those who اهتدوا, guided, hidayah, hedaya, hudiya. اهتدى اهتدي يهتدي يهتدي اهتداء اهتدي اهتداء. This is to get guidance. Those who are guided, Allah will increase hudan, their guidance. Allah will increase the guidance of the people who are guided, who are on guidance. Allah will increase hidayah of the people who are Muslim, who are guided, hidayah. Allah will increase, will protect them, and will increases the guidance, hidayah, huda, of the people who are on hidayah, who are on guidance. So this is like solidifying, stronger, making stronger and stronger. When somebody is on guidance, hidayah, does more, Allah will give him more. So he will be more and more in Islam, in Iman, in guidance. وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ. وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ rest. بَقِيَ. بَقِيَ, بُقِيَ, يَبْقَيُ, يُبْقَيُ. This is from fourth bab. بَقِيَ, بُقِيَ, يَبْقَيُ, يُبْقَيُ. باقي is اسم الفاعل. كتب كاتب قتل قاتل. بقاء means to be left behind, to stay, to last, not to go away, to remain. Rest, rest, become rest, not the one which goes away, the one. Baqiyat is plural. Well, baqiyatu, the ones which are left behind, things which are left behind. As-salihatu, good acts. Salihat comes from salaha or saluha. Saluha, suliha. Yasluhu, yuslahu. Salah. This is to fit, to be proper, to be good for something. So, salih is ismul fa'il, thing or person who is fitting. Salihatun is feminine, ta, feminine. Salihat is plural of that feminine. Wal baqiyatu, the remaining ones, al-baqi, as-salihatu, good acts. The acts, good acts, which stay behind, khayrun, are better. Sadaqa, jariyah, is better. Good acts and deeds. The person dies, his good acts and deeds stay behind, continues working. Masjids, buildings, sadaqa jariyas are good things. These are, وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ, better. عِنْدَ, presence, رَبِّكَ, of your Lord. Sawaban, from the point of sawab, that is better. وَخَيْرٌ, is good. Maraddan from the point of radd. Radd, radada, 3 letters. 3 letters, radada, rudida, yardudu, yurdadu. Madada, mudida, yamdudu, yumdadu. But madada becomes madda. Radada becomes radda. Because 2 letters, same, radada, dal, 2, 1 becomes 1 with shadda. So, mardadun, radada, rudida, yardudu, yurdadu. Mardadun is what? Ismul makan, ismul zaman, masdar mimi. Yes, hadi, hadiya, hadi. Masdar mimi. That is mardadun. The place of radd, the place of the time of radd, the radd, doing radd itself. Radd means what? To return back, to answer back, to reject. Somebody proposed you do radd, return back means you reject it, okay? Somebody asked a question, you did radd means you answered back, radd. Somebody wrote a letter, you did radd, what did you do? You answered, sent back, or you answered his letter. Radd, radada, radada. Ridda, a person becomes same thing, becomes, rejects deen, Islam, goes to another religion. Ridda, irtidad, murtad, same word. Radada, ridda. Maraddun wa khayrun wal baqiyatu salihatu, good acts which stay behind. Khayrun is better, inda rabbika, in the presence of your Lord. Inda, presence. Inda Allah, in the presence of Allah. Inda rabbika, your Lord. Sawaban, from the point of sawab. Sawab is reward. Wa khayrun is better from the point of what? Maraddan, the place of return. I mean, good acts, good deeds, sadaqah jariyah and others, are very good in the presence of very rewardable, better, very much rewardable, also very good as something returned to. At the end, when we go, inshallah, to Jannah, we will be going to Jannah. Jannah is like marad, the place of return to. Last place, return to. What for? How? Because we're baqiyatu salihatu. We did good deeds. Allah forgave us and things like that, but good deeds are very good. Afara'ayta, a question. Brothers, sisters, girls, in Arabic there are 2 words for question. One is a, second one is hal. Hal, lam. So, normal sentence is sentence, huwa qa'imun, zaydun qa'imun, Zayd is standing. Zaydun, Zayd, qa'imun is standing. When you bring a at the beginning, a Zaydun qa'imun, is Zayd standing? Or hal Zaydun qa'imun, is Zayd standing? So whether sentence is positive or negative, just at the beginning of sentence, when we bring a, when we bring hal, that sentence becomes question. Not like English. You are you? Are comes before. You before. Verb comes before the subject in English, but not in Arabic. Different. A question, fa, like fa. رأيت رأيت أفرأيت الذي كفر بآياتنا وقال لأوتين مالا وولدا. رأيت comes from, رأيت is ماضي. ماضي. رأي رأي رؤيا يرأي يرأي. رؤية رؤية to see. رؤيا dream. In dream you see. رؤيا رؤيا. Okay? This is ماضي. رأي رؤيا يرأي يرأي from third bab. فتح فتح يفتح يفتح. So ماضي معلوم. رأي 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 رأيت رأيت رأينا رأيت. You saw. رأيت. Did you see? أفرأيت. Did you ever something see? الذي, that person who كفر, disbelieved. كفر, كفر كفر يكفر يكفر كفر. From first bab, كفر is ماضي معلوم غائب مفرد, first one. كفر disbelieved بآياتنا, with our verses. Ayat, plural of ayah. Did you see person who disbelieved in our ayahs? وقال, he said. قال قبل. قبل كتب, but قبل turns to قال because waw is sick, turns to قال. وقال, he said, did you see a person who is disbelieving and he is saying what? لأوتين مالا وولدا. Mal, wealth. Let us begin from there. Mal, wealth. Walada, children. Wealth and children. Malun wa waladun. Walad in Arabic, child, which covers man and a boy and girl. Covers. Malan wa walada. وقال, he said, لأوتين مالا وولدا. لا means of course. لا. أوتي, أتي, آتي, أوتي, يأتي, يؤتي. But this is أأتي. One letter is added. أأتي, أؤتي, يؤتي, يؤتي. يؤتي is مجهول. مضارع مجهول. يؤتي, يؤتيان, يؤتيون. تؤتي, تؤتيان, تؤتين. يؤتي, تؤتي, تؤتيان, تؤتيون. تؤتين, تؤتيان, تؤتين. أؤتي. I am given, to give. Passive, somebody else gave me. I am given by someone. La, of course, utayanna. Noon, shadda, also noon al-ta'kid. That is also another, of course, another no doubt. La, of course, utayanna. I am given, definitely, mal and mal, wawaladan and children. This kafir is saying, don't you see that kafir who said that, oh, I have wealth, I have children, what else I need? I don't need anything. I am wealthy, I am healthy. I don't need anybody. Don't you see the people who disbelieve, they say like that? أطلع الغيب أم اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا كلا. A question. طلع, rising, sun rises. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي. طلوع, rising. But same word has another meaning, becoming aware of something, because that also is like rising. You are like sun, you rise from the mountain, you see, you become aware what is there. Rising, rising, rising. So, طلع, اطلع, this is a little different than what you know, you students. Becoming muttali', becoming aware, becoming knowing, acquainted. A question, اطلع الغيب. Is he, question, is he aware? الغيب, غيب, unseen. Does he know unseen? Does he know غيب, future? Or. M means or. Or. اتخذ, أخذ, he took. أخذ, أخذ, يأخذ, يؤخذ. اتخذ. Is he aware of knowing unseen? And does he take عند الرحمن? Did he take عند الرحمن, in the presence of Rahman? Rahman is Allah. عهدا, covenant, promise. What Allah is saying in previous ayah, this kafir is saying that he will be given, he is given, definitely for sure, wealth and children. Now Allah is saying, does he know unseen? Future unseen. Or he made a covenant, contract with Rahman, merciful Allah. Ahd and ahd. Does he have a ahd? Something made sure that Allah will help him? Is it something like that? Kalla, never ever. No, no, no. He does not know ghaib. He does not have any covenant. سنكتب. كتب كتب, يكتب يكتب, نكتب. We are writing. سنكتب, we will, سوف, استقبال, future. سنكتب, we will write ما that يقول, he says. What he says we will write down. All kafirs, what they are saying, it is written by. All people, what they are saying, doing, is recorded down. Because angels, kiram and katibin, everything is recorded, being recorded. Nothing is left unrecorded. نكتب, we will write ما that يقول, he says, ونمد, مدد, مدد, يمدد, يمدد, نمدد here. مدد, مدد, to prolong, مد in tajweed, also to help and to stretch, make long. نمد, we are making long, له for him, من العذاب, from azab, مدا, long one, long of the long. I mean, we will stretch azab. We will, from azab, things for him more. We will make his azab more. We will stretch. We will make long. His azab. وَنَرِثُهُ. وَرِثَ, وُرِثَ, واو را ثا. وَرِثَ, وُرِثَ. يَرِثُ, يُورَثُ, ميراث, وراثت. وراثت, heritage, inheritance. Whereas Verisa, Urisa, Yarisu. This is from 6th Bab. 6th. Hasiba Husba Yasibu. Verisa, Urisa. It is Yarisu, but Waw disappears. Waw is sick. So it becomes Yarisu. Yarisu, Yarisan, Yarisuna, Terisu, Terisan, Yarisna, Terisu, Terisan, Terisuna, Terisina, Terisan, Terisna, Erisu, Nerisu. We are inheriting. To inherit, to get heritage. Venerisu, we are inheriting who? Him. Ma that yaqulu, he says. What he says, we are going to inherit. He will not be able to destroy what he says. What he says will be recorded. We will have that with us as heritage left behind by him. He will die, but that will stay. All things you do, we do, is written, recorded. When we die, they don't disappear, they are left behind to Allah. Allah is protector, Allah is miras, waris, inheritor. So, that will stay at the day of judgment. When we are raised, that will come back. So nobody could erase, nobody did erase, did eliminate. When it is so, we will inherit from him ma that yaqulu, he says, what he says. Ma, how many meanings? 3 meanings. One is not, second is what, third, relative pronoun, that, what, that, which is, something like that. وَيَأْتِينَا, وَيَأْتِي, يأتي مضارع. أتيا, أتيا أتيا, يأتي يؤتي. أتيا to come. أتيا coming. That is, which bab is that? أتيا أتيا يأتي يؤتي. Second bab. Second bab. And your second bab. Second bab. So, that is أتيا أتيا يأتي يؤتي. Comes. وَيَأْتِي, comes. Not him, us, to us. وَيَأْتِي, who? He comes, not us. Ferda, mufrad. What is that? Alone. Ferd, alone. We are born alone. We live together in families, in society, but we die alone. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا, you came to us. فُرَادًا, fard, alone, one. Lonely, alone, individuals. Kama, as خلقنا, we created. خلقنا, kum you, min qablu, look, before we created you before, one by one. One by one. Born, live, die alone. Come to this world alone. Go from this world alone. No help. No help. No community. No help. Alone. Yeah? This is what is meant here. This person, we will inherit what he does, he will leave behind what he did, what he said, and he will come to us fard, one, single, alone. واتخذوا from أخذ, root, but اتخذ, two letter is added. اتخذ, اتخذ, يتخذ, يتخذ, factors, اتخذ, اتخذ, يتخذ, يتخذ, اتخذ, اتخاذ, متخذ, متخذ, to take, to accept. اتخذ, 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 اتخذوا, this ماضي. They took min dunillahi, min from dun, other, Allahi, Allah. Other than Allah, from other than Allah. They took from other than Allah, alihatan, gods. Alihatan, plural of ilah. La ilaha, no God. So gods, alihatun, gods. They took, accepted for themselves, gods, plural, as other than Allah, excluding Allah. They took for themselves gods, supreme beings, more than 2, 3, more, 4, 5, a lot, other than Allah. They did not believe in monotheism, oneness of God, tawheed. They did not. They took for themselves as gods, a lot of them, and excluding Allah. They did not take care, they did not pay any attention or care about Allah. Lifor, yakunu, they become, yakununa. Kavana kuvina, yakunu, yukvenu. Yakunu, yakunani, yakununa, 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 yakununa. But noon disappeared, last noon, because li, we will come to that sometimes, liyakunu, so that they become, kavana, to become, to exist. Lahum, for them, izzan, a power. Izza, Izza, Izzan kalla. The other ayah, following ayah. واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة ليكونوا لهم عزا كلا. So, they took other gods as their gods, excluding Allah, not considering Allah. Why they did live for yakunu? They become, plural. Who will become? These gods. Lahum, for them, izzan, strength, power. Aziz, strong. Izzah, strength and power. Izzah, strength Kalla. No. Wrong. Never ever. No. Not at all. Rejection. Kalla is rejection. Allah is rejecting. Kalla is such a word which rejects in Quran. Kalla sawfa ta'lamuna. Thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamuna. Kalla law ta'lamuna ilma al-yaqin. La tarawna. Kalla. No, not that way. It is rejecting the past thing. Kalla belongs to past. In your Quran, it is in my Quran, same, I believe in your Quran too. Definitely in my Quran, there is slight print differences with Saudi Qurans and Pakistani brothers published over there. Izzah, there is la in my Quran. La, don't stop. There is la in that stop. There is small la. That means don't stop because it is connected. Kalla. Kalla, there is ta. Stop. Because kalla belongs before, non-stop before. Because it is rejection of what is said before. This is Hafs. This is Quran I have. This is Ottoman care, a little different than Saudi King Fahd, different than in Pakistan. They have different shadda, they don't put jazm as regular, a little different. It is totally, all these signs were invented after the Prophet, so it is okay. But one needs to know a little bit. سيكفرون. كفر كفر يكفر 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 يكفران يكفرون. Kufr, disbelieving. They are disbelieving. مضارع معلوم جمع غائب جمع. سيكفرون استقبال. They will be denying, disbelieving. سيكفرون. They will be denying, rejecting, be with عبادتهم, their worshipping. عبد عبادات عبد عبد يعبد عبد. They will be denying their worshipping. At the day of judgment, these gods worshipped, people worshipped in this world to them, but at the day of judgment they will be rejecting. They will say, you did not worship to us. It was, what you have done was not worship. We are not going to help you, because everybody will approach to gods, to whoever idols worshipped here. Idols will reject the followers who follow them here in this world, will reject at the day of judgment. So these gods will reject their followers, worshipping to them or being servant to them, ibadah, ubudiyah. وَيَكُونُونَ. They are going to become. They will become عليهم, upon them, ضد, opposite. They will be enemy, opponent, not friendly with each other. There will be adversarial relation between them. You go away, we don't want you. They will be sticking to them. You help us because we worship to you. You help us. There will be a fight, conflict between worshipped ones and worshippers who worship to them. Whole world who are not on right track, not worshipping Allah, not Muslim, worshipping other things. You think Hinduism, you think these animist people, animism, China, this Taoism, Christians who are worshipping to Jesus Christ, Lord and God and these type of things, and others. How big problem at the day of judgment. These ayahs covering them. Yes. Alam tara. A is what? Question. Hal and A is question. Lam, we touched in other class, very small touching. Lam. Tara, tara is tara, but tara you. That is tara-you. Ra'aya, ru'iya, yar'ayu, yur'ayu. Yar'ayani, yar'ayuna, tar'ayani, tar'ayna, tar'ayu. Ra'aya, ru'ya, to see. Ra'aya, tar'ayu, you are seeing. Lam tar'ayu, you did not see. Lam makes mudari. When it comes before mudari, lam plus mudari makes negative of madi, negative of the past. So you did not see. Because lam makes jazm, the end, so tar'ay, then a is omitted, ya is omitted, tara is left. Two letter, but really it is tar'ayu, tar'ay. So, lam tara, you did not see. Alam tara, did you not see? Enna, us. Ennana, that we, of course we, anna, inna, anna. Arsalna, we have sent. Rasala, arsala, one letter is added. Arsala, ursila, yursil, yursil, arsala, arsala, arsalu, arsalat, arsalta, arsalna, arsalta, arsalna, arsalna, arsalta, arsalna, arsaltu, arsalna. We have sent. Don't you see that definitely we, now we, Allah says, arsalna, sent, we have sent, الشياطين, shaitans, plural. Satans. على الكافرين. على upon. To. الكافرين, disbelievers. Don't you see, don't you know, O person, that we definitely have sent Satans to the disbelievers, to kafirs. كفر كفر يكفر يكفر. كافر اسم الفاعل. كافر كافران كافرين كافرون كافرين plural. Don't you see that we have sent disbelievers, shaitans, to the disbelievers. تؤزهم تؤزهم أزا. Yes. تؤزهم أزا. تؤز أزازا. مدادا 3 letters. In Arabic, 3 letters. To find 3 letters, root letters are very important. Azaza, uziza, ya'zuzu, yu'zazu. Madada, mudida, yamdudu, yumdadu. Example. Radada, rudida, yardudu, yurdadu. Another example. So, azaza, uziza, ya'zuzu, yu'zazu. Ya'zuzu, ya'zuzani, ya'zuzuna, ta'zuzu, ta'zuzani, ta'zuzna. These ta'zuzu, ta'zuzu, tuza, shadda, ta'uzzu. So, ta'uzzu, azaza, to incite, to push, to evil, to make someone do bad. Allah is saying, don't you see, we have sent them shayateen to kafirs. We have sent shayateen to kafirs. Those shayateen ta'uzzu. They incite. Ta'zuzu. They are inciting whom? Them, as an very strong inciting, very strong incitement. When verb comes and its root, masdar, comes after verb, it makes emphasized, emphasized. Meaning, don't you see we have sent shayateen to kafirs, and these shayateen push them, they are pushing them to inciting them, pushing them to evil. Don't you see? فَلَا then here, لَا تَعْجَلْ عَلَيْهِمْ. عَلَيْهِمْ, upon them. لَا تَعْجَلْ, what is the root? 3 letters. عَجَلَ. عَجَلَ, people know that language means to be in a hurry, to do hurry, hurry, عَجَلَ, hurry, 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 عَجَلَ. عَجَلَ, عُجِلَ, يَعْجَلُ. Which bab is that? 3rd bab. عَجَلَ, عُجِلَ, يَعْجَلُ, يُعْجَلُ. So, يَعْجَلُ, يَعْجَلُ. Then, in that table, لَا تَعْجَلُ. يَعْجَلُ, يَعْجَلَانِ, يَعْجَلُونَ, تَعْجَلُ, تَعْجَلَانِ, يَعْجَلْنَ, تَعْجَلُ. Mudari. You are in a hurry. But لَا تَعْجَلُ, you are not in a hurry. لَا تَعْجَلُ, you don't be in a hurry. فَلَا, then, لَا تَعْجَلُ, don't be in a hurry, O Prophet, now addressing the Prophet, alayhim, upon them. I mean, this is the situation. These disbelievers will be punished. Shaitans have been sent to them. Don't you see that shaitans are inciting them to evil? Then, O Prophet Muhammad, don't be too much worried or rushing or full of concern or worry that what will happen to them. No, don't be rushy. Take your time. That will come. We will take care of them. فلا تعجل. Don't do عجلة. Don't be in a hurry عليهم upon them. إنما, only. إنما is one word which means only. إنما نعد لهم عدا. إنما only. نعد. What is the root? عدد. Yes, عدد عدد يعدد يعدد, like مدد مدد يمدد يمدد. يعدد أن يعدد تعدد تعدد أن يقول نعدد, but it is نعدد. Dal shadda one, Ain gets the dhamma, نعد. عدد, to count numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. نعدد نعد, we are counting. إنما only. نعدد, we are counting. Allah is saying. لهم, for them. عدًا, very strong counting. I mean, we are really counting. This is what Allah is saying. This is not, I'm not just saying counting. We are really counting what they are doing. 1, 2, 3, 3. I mean, minute, everything we are considering, we are counting, we are registering, we are putting in numbers, and we are very strongly counting what they are doing. '85 from Surah al-Maryam. يوم نحشر المتقين إلى الرحمن وفدا. يوم, day. This يوم, plural is ayam, is a word which has a lot of meanings in Quran. One means day. Second meaning is small time, like second. Small time. كل يوم هو في شأن. In Quran, yawm has different meanings. One meaning is day, another meaning is like any small part of time, smallest part of time. Another meaning, not 24-hour day, daytime day. So not all yawms are the same. In Quran itself, yawm sometimes 50,000 سنة, 50,000, like hereafter. So the word yawm is the mentioned and described as 50,000. So yawm may mean more than one day too. I mean, years, something like that, years. So كل يوم, but when يوم is mentioned, يوم, not يوم, not يومين, يوم, that is like يوم إذن, that day. Which is that day? Day of judgment. That day is day of judgment. So يوم, that day, which day of judgment, because among days, any days here in this world and the hereafter, most difficult time is day of judgment. So when something is mentioned as mutlaq, and no adjective attached, it is meant kamal, most perfect one or big one or strong one. When we say day, this is day, 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 day. Which one is strongest one or terrible one? That is day of judgment. That is meant. So, al-mutlaqu yusrafu lil-kamal. When something said mutlaq, mutlaq means no qualifying word is attached, it means kamal. It means bigger than that or perfect of that thing. So perfect of the day is day of judgment. Sa'ah is hour. Which hour? That is doomsday hour is perfect, big hour. Yawm, that day. Nahshuru comes from hashrun. Hashara, hushira, yahshuru, yuhshuru. Which bab? First bab. So nahshuru is madi mudari, mudari. Atayna, huruf al-mudari'a. Hashara, hushira, yahshuru. Yahshuru, yahshuran, yahshuruna. Ma'lum. Tashur, tashurun, yahshuruna, tashurun. Nahshur is here. Nahshur. What it means, hashrun? Hashr means to gather. Mahsharun, place. That is the day people will gather. So grammar is very important. So, yawma, that day, nahshuru, we are gathering. Al-muttaqina, muttaqi people, taqwa owners, taqwa, people who have taqwa. Muttaqin is ismul fa'il, but a little different form. We will come to that in future sometimes in other class. Muttaqi, one person, muttaqin, plural. We will gather muttaqi people ila rahmani, to Rahman. Rahman is Allah. We will gather people, muttaqi people, to Rahman, to the presence of Rahman, Allah. Wafda as wafd. Wafd, wufud, plural, is a band, group, people, corps diplomat, wafd. During the time of the Prophet, one of the pillars in Masjid al-Nabawi was Ustuwanatul Wufud. Ustuwana, pillar, I mean, walls, building, pillar. Column. Ustuwana. Wufud, wafds. What that means? Corps diplomat. People who used to come from other countries, emissaries, ambassadors, used to meet the Prophet under that pillar. It was open, no closed, but a part of the, under the pillar is assigned to that foreign affairs, meeting ambassadors, emissaries, tribes, other tribes, wufud. And it was written at the top of that Ustuwanatul Wufud. 76 when I visited first time, Mecca, Medina, I saw in Britain, in old Ottoman Turkish, Arabic script. But later on, when I went there, I found that covered with like somebody like grabbed the paint or something, like dough or something, covered, but some of the letters still hidden, I mean at the bottom could not come because it was very hasty, perhaps they wanted to show to army chief and to president, to kings, prince, wanted to check, and he would say that what these Turkish things are doing here, so to cover that hastily. It was there, I saw the next time as the cover. Even the fingers prints were there, fingerprints. Wufud, nationalism, racism, culturalism destroyed Muslim world, destroying Muslim world. Here too, we have nationalism, racism. Here, Muslims are racist. Muslims are racist. I mean, everybody could be, but not everybody, hopefully, but racist, unfortunately. Nationalist, racist, culturalist, whatever you call. I mean, my group is better than your group. My people are better than your thing. That is the thing. A little natural, but goes overboard, becomes natural, beyond natural, of course. Affiliation with the cultural affiliation is good. Nothing wrong with that, as long as that turn does not turn to zulm, does not turn zulm. Now, wafta, waft, wufud, waft means group of people. So, يوم that day نحشر, we are gathering المتقين متقي إلى الرحمن متقي people to Rahman, to Allah, waftan as a group, core. That is core, the word core, C-O-R-P, P is not pronounced because this is French, core, diplomatic. That is French expression. French are very in diplomacy. French diplomacy is historically famous. How to deal majesty and things like that, how to deal, what to use the words. In American governmental system, Mr. President. You don't address Mr. President in back home. Your Majesty, Your Highness, something like that. You must use other words. Here is very, very simplistic, very more Islamic, I would say, here, definitely. So we will bring all muttaqis to Rahman, Allah says, wafta as a group, وَنَسُوقُ. Nasuqu, what is the root? Sawq, sin waw qaf. Sin waw qaf. Waw is huruf al-illa. Yesterday I explained. I will explain in future. Qabala, like qabala, sabaqa, like kayala. Okay? 6 letter. It is naswuqu, sabaqa, subiqa, yaswuqu, yusbaqu. Yaswuqu, yaswuqani, yaswuquna, taswuqu, naswuqu. It is here, naswuqu. Sawq, to drive. Ismul fa'il, sawiqun, turns sa'iqun, driver. Sa'iqun is driver. Arab countries, sa'iq, driver, sa'iq, or driver. I mean, bring your car, drive me, sawq, sawq. Because he is driving, he is taking you somewhere. So, nasuqu, sawqun, to drive. Naswuqu here, but because waw is 6 letter, wuqu cannot carry it dhamma, so it goes to sin. Nasuqu. Now waw becomes mad. Nasuqu, mad. Nasuqu. 6 letters cannot carry dhamma. Dhamma is so heavy. It is like hammer. Cannot stay there. 6 letters cannot bear having dhamma at the top. So nasuqu, we are driving. Al-mujrimina, what is the root? Jarama, jim, ramim, crime, C-R-M. Same word, same meaning. The word crime in English comes from Arabic. It is not English. Crime. Same word, same meaning. But this C is pronounced as K, crime in See is strange word. Sometimes it's pronounced as C, but sometimes it is pronounced as K. In German language or in American, you write Karl, that is C-A-R-L, Karl. That C is car. It comes from Latin. In Latin, C is pronounced two ways. One is like C, one is like Ka, third one is like Cha. Use civile, C-I-V-I-L-E, civile, use civile. There are two views in Latin language you have to pronounce. So, now, ونسوق, we are driving, pushing. Driver is behind, like shepherd, cattle's in front. Shepherd has this stake, this way, cattle's drived ones are in front. So driver is behind. Nasuku south means you are not leader, you are not leading, you are not in front. You are behind, you are pushing cattle's or sheep and chicken, whatever, from behind. They are in front of you. We will push them, drive them. Al-mujrimina, mujrims. Mujrim is ismul fa'il, but another form. We will come to that. It has like jurum, jarama, jarimun, kataba katibun. This is ajrama. One letter is added. That is why it is mujrim. Mujrim people. Mujrims are criminals. Same meaning. Wanasuqu, we will drive al-mujrimina mujrims ila jahannama, to Jahannam. Virda, what? Driving. Verada, to come. Like Jai. Virdan, I mean, we will drive them. Wird is master. Master, like emphasizing, it is real driving. Water driving, not good driving, but compared to other drivings, this will be too horrible driving, too bad driving, too much driving of the driving, that type of driving. It is quite a scene. That will be quite a scene. How are we going to drive? These people, and somebody is watching, will be horrible, terrible, too bad. Virda makes when this type, this is called mutlaq, maf'ul mutlaq. We will come to that. This is nahu, this is not sarf. So we will come to that. Nahu, we never came to nahu in other class. We are all sarf. We will come to nahu, what nahu is. Okay. La yamlikuna, eliminate la, then yamlikuna is malaka, mulkun, to own, mulk. Mulk, property, noun, to own something, to possess something. Malaka, mulika, yamliku. Which bab is that? Second bab. Yamliku, yamlikani, yamlikuna. They are owning, they are possessing. La yamlikuna, they are not possessing. They are not owning, they don't own. Ash-shafa'ata, shafa'a. What is shafa'a? Intercession in English, intercede. The prophets would do shafa'a at the day of judgment. Man zal lazi yashfa'u indahu illa bi'izni. With the permission of Allah. Ash-shafa'atu haqqun. Shafa'at is haqq. This is kalam. Shafa'a is haqq. Will take place. So shafa'a, prophets, big people, prophets, will ask Allah to help this certain person, help him, save him from going to hell to Jannah, sending to Jannah, but with the permission of Allah. Angels will do shafa'ah, prophets will do shafa'ah, awliya, big people will do shafa'ah, friends will do shafa'ah to each other, mediating, interceding, helping out to save someone. لا يملكون. These mujrims, لا يملكون, will not own الشفاعة الشفاعة. No shafa'ah. Shafa'ah is for Muslims. No shafa'ah for kafirs. These mujrims are kafirs. Kafir category mujrims. I mean, mujrim may be Muslim mujrim, maybe mujrim, but this one. لا يملكون الشفاعة. Nobody will have shafa'ah, will own a shafa'ah, إلا but, except, man who اتخذ, comes from أخذ, أخذ to take. اتخذ, you don't know this word, new people, girls, you don't know this one. اتخذ, اتخذ, يتخذ, it's nearly the same, like كتب كتب يكتب يكتب. Okay? To take, but all meaning to take. Anybody who took, عند الرحمن, in the presence of Rahman, Allah, Rahman, Allah, عند means presence. عهدا, promise, covenant. Nobody will have shafa'ah except the ones who have commitment, promise, covenant with Allah in the presence of Rahman, Allah, they will have shafa'ah. Shafa'ah will cover them, will not cover other people. Who are these people who have ahd? Muslims. Where did we have ahd? قالوا بلى. قالوا بلى, you don't know this word. قالوا بلى, this is what we use in our country. ألست بربكم? قالوا بلى. ألست بزمي ألست بزم. You don't know Urdu, you don't know Persian, this problem. One of my teachers said, oh, you know something, nobody knows. You don't know something, everybody knows. I say, that I am. Oh, my teacher, that what I am. I said, that is why I'm telling you. You know something, nobody knows. You don't know something, everybody knows. I said, that I am. That is good. So, there is an expression, Bezmi Elest. Bez means party in Persian. Elest, elestu bi rabbikum. A question, lestu, laysa, not, lestu here. Am I not, bi rabbikum, your Lord? Allah created arwah. وَإِذَا خَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ. Created arwah before Adam's creation, physical creation. Alamul arwah, universe of ruhs. There is alam. We don't know how many alams are there anywhere, but there is alamul arwah. So, in alamul arwah created, then ask them, ruhs, souls, Alastu birabbikum. Am I not, this is negative, am I not your Rabb? Qalu, they said, Bela. Bela is yes, but makes negative question positive. That type of yes, Bela. Different than Na'am. If they had said Na'am, that means you are not, because question was, you, am I not? You are not, because Na'am says yes of previous form, previous sentence, positive, negative. But Bela, question negative, changes into positive, makes yes, So Bala means yes, but not yes enough. You are. Yes, you are. How to express in English, I don't know. Bezme alast. This is called alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. So in our culture, this has been fixed in qalu bala. We say like that. Qalu bala. They said bala. Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Long form. So anybody who had ahd, we made ahd, misaq, ahd, to Allah. Then we are born, if we are loyal to that, keeping that ahd with Allah, then we will go to paradise and we will have shafa'ah. If we did not, then to Jahannam. وَقَالُوا ahd. So ahd is like that. وَقَالُوا, they said, اتخذ أخذ, took. الرحمن Rahman. ولدا, child. ولد, لم يلد ولم يولد. أولاد, ولد, ولد, والدة. مولود, ميلاد, ميلاد النبي, the birth of the prophet, ميلاد. مولد, اسم مكان. Not اسم مكان, اسم زمان that time. مولد النبي, the time of the prophets, because the word has اسم مكان, اسم زمان, مصدر meaning, three meanings. So مولد النبي, مولد, ميلاد, same word, really, they are same word. ولد, ولد, to give birth. ولد, child. They said that Allah has children. Allah has children. Son, Jesus Christ. And in Quran, angels are Allah's daughters or something. It is mentioned in Quran. People, I mean, Arab things had like that. Many people ascribe to Allah, like children, daughters, boys, and things like that. It is historically things. This Jesus Christ issue is not Christians invented. This concept of child of God, Trinity concept of Trinity, three, duality, two, good and bad, and it is there in previous religions, in Hinduism, in Taoism, in Greek mythology, like Zeus and like that, in Zendavesta, in the Majusis, these Atesh worshippers before Islam, they have these Yazd and Ahriman, Yazd, some Ahriman and good and bad. Gods created good, bad, created bad, bad. Duality, Trinity was there. Trinity was there before. It is taken, culturally taken into Christianity. People, unfortunately, power oppressed at the beginning of Christianity, and people who were decent kept quiet. This crept in, became culture. Silence is destroying Ummah. Good people keep quiet, could not manage. Then but bad people push, then what they push becomes a norm, and good people's, what they were supposed to do because they didn't do, it becomes minority or marginalized. This is what is happening in Muslim world. In Egypt, Hosni Mubarak pushing. There are some good people, helpless, hopeless, powerless. Perhaps they are doing something, they are put in jail. So other people who are influential they are not supporting these good people. So bad is covering bad, is pushed everywhere. This is what is happening. When truth is not expressed properly by the people everywhere, where there is silence, deaf and dumb, truth is not expressed in palace, in parliament, in the presence of king, by enough number of people, not one person, all of them, all of them. When it is not expressed, no way to go to good. Khomeini was outside of the country, just a scholar. He had scholarly credibility among his students, Mashhad, everywhere. But he had no God, no power, nothing. But time came, Khomeini from France, when he wanted to go to Tehran, this powerful Shah, F-16, we were neighbors, Turkey is neighbor to Pakistan, so to Iran, neighbor. So Americans were favoring them more than Turkey. We were in NATO, we needed military aid and things like that. They were not giving that much to us, they were giving more to them, technology and things to Shah. Shah had to run away from his own palace when Khomeini was. Why? I think because his people next to him also said that what you are doing is wrong. Oh, Shahid Shah, we cannot defend you. This is too much for us. Yes, we salute you until now, but no, now we cannot do it. Because people want, because he was addressing people, they sided people's side, the people around. So he had to run away. Truth, حق. وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا. This unfortunately crept into Christianity and destroyed Christianity, pure puritanic Christianity. At the beginning there was no Trinity in Christianity. When you study history of Christianity, they have Arius, they have other leaders, religious leaders who were opposing this Trinity issue. They said, this is not a religion. Why are we putting these ones? But they have been marginalized, and ruler pushed his own, and then other good people did not support the minority. وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا. لقد جئتم you came. جاء جيء يجيء 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 جئتم turns to جئتم because Hamza is sick too. That Alif or Hamza. Ya is sick. So جئتم جاء. This is, we know, جاء. إذا جاء نصر الله. جاء came. جئتم you came. لقد قد of course. لا of course. To of course here. جئتم you came. شيئا something. لقد جئتم you brought something. إدّا strange. Unusual. إدّا. وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا. لقد جئتم شيئا إدّا. شيء means things, you know. تكاد السماوات تكاد كيد كيد كاد كيد قبل قال سك middle. تكاد almost happened. تكاد كيد كيد يكيد 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 يكيدان يكيدون تكيد تكيد. Fatha of ya slips to ka, tekeidu, tekadu, becomes tekadu. So tekadu, it is af'alul muqaraba, almost happening. Did not happen, but nearly happened. That is tekadu. It is a certain group of verbs, these are. Like in English, we have auxiliary verbs, to be, I am, he is, these auxiliary verbs. In Arabic, there are different af'alul naqisa, af'alul muqaraba. This is af'alul muqaraba. Muqaraba, almost, qarib, near, will happen, qarib. Takadu, almost, as-samawatu, skies. Yatafattarna, fatara. Fatara, to create, to split something, to make something. Fatara, futira, yafturu, yuftaru. Tafattara, same thing. Tafattara, tufattara, yatafattaru, yatafattaru, you don't know this form. يتفطر يتفطران يتفطرون تتفطر تتفطران يتفطرن. Same يتفطرن. Were nearly splitting. Sky was almost going to crack pieces. يتفطرن منه, from that. Minhu, sky was nearly bursting, blasting. وتنشق, and comes from شقاق, شقاق مادة, شقاق. شق, to put into pieces. شق, pieces. Shaqqul qamar, qamar, moon, 2 pieces. In shaqqa, unshaqqa, shiqqa, yanshaqqu, yunshaqqu. In is added to split. To split. وتنشق مضارع. Splits al-ardu, earth. Al-ardu, earth. Earth, almost earth, cracked or split. وتخير. خر, خرر, خرر. يخرر, يخرر, to bow. Bow. To fall, like do sajda. Kharara khurara, yakhriru yukhraru, yakhriru yakhrirani yakhriruna, takhriru, becomes takhiru. Takhiru, almost, this almost is coming, takadu. Takhiru, fell, al-jibalu, mountains. وتخير الجبال, جبال, جبال, جبال fell, haddan, big falling, big, almost sky burst, earth cracked, and mountains terribly falling down. Hadda, emphasizing. And that دعوا دعا دعايا دعي يدعو يدعو دعيا دعيوا ضم ya cannot carry ضم, so it becomes دعوا دعوة to call, دعوات to call, دعوا they called, they said للرحمن for Rahman ولدا child, they ascribed to Rahman child. Because of that, almost sky was bursting, earth was going to crack, mountains, whole big mountains, like smashed down, like whole mountain falling to sajda, like disappearing. Why? Because people called Allah, ascribed Allah son, child. Ascribing Allah a child is so bad thing that almost sky was going to fall, earth was going to split and crack, and mountains were going to fall down, disappear, become nothing. This is so big thing. But those people did before. Those people mentioned before, they did. اتخذوا للرحمن ولدا. وما ينبغي. What is the root? بغي. 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 يبغي. يبغي. In بغي. We will come to that later on. In بغي, un بغي, ينبغي, ينبغي, same meaning. ينبغي, بغي, desire, to deserve. ينبغي, does deserve. It worth. It worth. ما ينبغي, does not. ما. Does not deserve للرحمن for Rahman, and that يتخذ, he will take, Allah will take ولدا, child. This will not fit to Allah. This doesn't fit to Allah. Allah will not take a child. He will not have any child. This is not fitting to him. Not deserving, not fitting. In kullu. In means if many times, but when after in illa comes, then in means la or ma, nafiya. In not, kullu, each, man who, fi samawati, in the skies. Each thing, each one, which are there in the skies, well ardi, and on the earth. Whatever are there in the skies and in the earth, none of them in kullu, each one, is not in not illa but. In nafiya, illa makes positive. Ati comes from ataya. What is atiyun? Ismul fa'il. Ataya, to come. Atiyun, comer, who comes. Illa, except ati, comer, ar-Rahmani, comer of the Allah, to the Allah, abda, as servant. anyone, anything in the sky and on the earth, whatever are there, they will not come anything else to Allah, to Rahman, but as servants. They will come only as slaves, servants. So in a sentence, when it comes illa, in is nafiya. That means la. So, laqad, definitely, la means of course, qad means of course here. Ahsahum, hasaya. Hasaya to count. 1, 2, 3, 4 to count. Ahsaya, uhsiya, yuhsi, yuhsi, ihsa'un. Ihsa, statistics in Arabic, modern Arabic. Why? Because statistic is to count, counting. You do statistic by counting. Ihsa'iyat, counting. Laqad, of course, ahsa, counted whom, them, Allah, wa'adda, whom. Them, adda, count, adad. Ahsa, adda, same thing. They counted them, Allah counted them, wa'addahum, and counted them. Adda, what counting? Real counting. Important counting. He counted them, really counted. وَكُلُّهُمْ, all of them, whom, kullu, all, atihi, atihi, comer of him, comer to him, yawm al-qiyamati, day of qiyamah, farda, one by one, fard. Everyone will come to Allah at the day of judgment, one by one. Everybody will be alone, will be responsible for his or her own act. I think I will conclude here. We will continue later on, inshallah, next week.